there, math fans. Mr. Choose here with Bear Algebra, talking about Method 5, multiplying binomials using an area model. So give us a thumbs up and like this, share it, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and any other thing you can find me on, because I want to help you learn the algebra. So method 5, I already taught you 4 methods. We taught you, first of all, the distributed property of multiplying binomials, and I called that method 1. Then I taught you method 2, which was stacking them up vertically and then just multiplying like you normally were taught to multiply when you were in school and multiplying numbers back in the 2nd and 3rd grade. Then I taught you method 3, and method 3 was FOIL, which is the method that most algebra classes teach: first, outer, inner, and last. And then we've got method 4, which was one of my original names. I call it the bow tie method, which meant you just draw the bow tie. All right, you can find my videos to all of these in the multiplying binomial playlist on my YouTube channel. So now we get to method 5, and we call that an area model. So let me erase these so I'll have plenty of room. My erasers are all gummed up with ink, so I'm just using a micro rag here. All right, so in challenge 1, it said 3a plus 5 times 2a minus 3. And I told you to change the 2a minus 3 to plus the opposite. So we want it to be 2a plus negative 3. And why did I do this? Because in our area model rectangle that I told you to draw, we were putting plus signs on each of the intersection lines. All right, so let's see how we do this now. I draw my rectangle, then I divide it into 4 smaller rectangles. Now I'm going to put a plus sign here and a plus sign here. That's why I don't want a minus here. I want a plus a negative. Then I take this first one, 3a plus 5, and put it on the top. Then I take this second one, 2a plus a negative 3, put it on the bottom. Now I'm going to take this top times this top and multiply it together and put it here. This top right times this top left and write it here. This top left times this bottom left, write it here. This bottom right, which will be 5, times the left right, the left bottom, sorry, would be negative 3. So let's just do it now. So I take my 3a times my 2a. And then I take my 5 times my 2a. Then I take my 3a times my negative 3. Then I take my 5 times my negative 3. All right, now what do? I take each individual smaller rectangle, multiply the 2 terms, and then write it down here together, then combine like terms, and I'll have my answer. 3a times 2a is 6a squared. 5 times 2a is 10a. 3a times negative 3 is negative 9a. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. So I've got like terms here. So I've got 6a squared plus 10a plus negative 9a is a, 1a or a, plus negative 15. That most books and videos will write as 6a squared plus a minus 15. Because remember how we changed the minus 3 to plus negative 3? The plus negative 15 can be changed to minus 15. Hopefully you're able to get that one right. Now the very first thing I would do here is rewrite this as a product of 2 so I can draw my area model. But instead of minus 9, I want to change that to plus a negative 9. Because I want to put plus signs. It's the way we've done it since the very first one I showed you. Now we do what? We draw a rectangle, divide it into 4 smaller rectangles, put our plus signs where the lines come up and meet each the vertical and horizontal. Then I write my first binomial along the top and the second binomial along the left side vertically. Now I'm just going to take and multiply my 2m times my 2m. And then I'm going to take my negative 9 times my 2m. Then I'm going to take my 2m times my negative 9. Then I'm going to take my negative 9 times my negative 9. Now what? Now I go back in and I multiply the terms in each of the smaller rectangle, write it down underneath, combine any like terms. Then if I have any plus the opposite, I change it to subtraction. 2m times 2m is 4m squared. And then negative 9 times 2m is negative 18m. 2m times negative 9 is negative 18m. And then negative 9 times a negative 9, a negative times a negative is a positive 81. Do I have any like terms? I sure do right here. So I have 4m squared plus negative 36m plus 81. This plus a negative, I ask you to write that as minus. If you had this answer here, you're still correct. Just get used to doing this. And if you had this answer, you were still correct. Just get used to doing this. So hopefully you got them both right. Make sure you like this video. Forward it to other people who maybe could use this to help them in their algebra class. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see more of my videos. And what I'll do is there'll be a playlist down here that has all 5 different methods of multiplying binomials in it. And then I'll do another random video of a method here, another method here, and another method down here. So, I am Mr. Chu. This curriculum of video algebra that I call Bare Algebra, I make so that you can understand this. So do me a favor. Spread the word. Let everybody know that there's something that's going to help you in math. It's me, Mr. Chu, and I want to help you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.